Muy buenas gente, bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio.
Let's get moving.
Estamos de vuelta con el Noire. Continuando dejamos, estamos ahora mismo en la fábrica Masankai de metales, donde supuestamente están los que se han encargado de todo el tráfico de drogas, los que llevan todo el tinglado. Así que solo nos hace falta colarnos dentro, que no sabemos muy bien cómo lo vamos a montar, pero habrá que hacer un poco de parkour, supongo. No sé, vamos a dar la vuelta a ver qué encontramos. No se puede, ¿no? No se puede. Hacemos la vuelta por atrás. Ajá, por aquí arriba. Vale. Perfecto. Ya estamos dentro. A ver si lo podemos entrar por aquí arriba. Por ahí no había nada.
Hey, who the fuck is that? Find some cover.
Había otro por ahí.
You okay? I'll tell you when I see what's waiting for us at the top. Stay in!
¿Sabes? Como que me dispara más bien.
Get in cover!
¿Pasa bien?
LAPD, hands up! Victor Sanders.
You know this guy?
I should have known.
Of course I know Roy. Roy and I have had an arrangement for
Get
many
up.
years.
You're under arrest.
Am I?
We have a mountain of prima facie evidence, as well as the testimony.
You'd be surprised how things have a habit of sorting themselves out. Evidence disappearing. Witnesses that can't be found. Policemen that forget. The impossible becomes probable when you have a client list like mine.
Shut your mouth! Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Working vice can be a thankless task, Phelps. But on behalf of the brass and the moms and dads and the concerned citizens, I'd like to commend you and your partner for smashing this dope ring. Reefer is almost as big a threat to the children of this city as communism.
What about Sanders, Lieutenant?
Leave Sanders to me, Phelps. The chief will be looking after that one personally.
He will be brought to trial.
Phelps, we are celebrating your success. Don't push your luck. Sanders is no longer your problem.
Sospechoso. Muy sospechoso. El tercer grado. Hierbas y semillas. Caso cerrado. Y los invictos Sanders se arresta la operación de marihuana en Sopas Parnell pasará a la historia de la policía. Bueno, al menos lo hemos conseguido, oye. A ver qué tenemos ahora.
Your platoon is what remains of recon. I'm folding you into the 22nd. You'll be going up that damned hill tonight.
We're intelligence gathering, sir.
I don't need intelligence, son. I need men who can hold rifles and kill Japs. Tonight, you're a rifle company. We've got cooks, mechanics, and stretcher bearers all going into the line. We aim to break them tonight, Lieutenant.
Good to see you, Hank.
You too, Cole. How's your war?
Not quite what I expected.
As long as I live, I will never get over that sound.
Hey, who's that medic? He'll be killed going out there. It's Sheldon, the guy from the Osakawa Bridge. That guy's got no fear.
He didn't make it.
I didn't go out there to save him.
What are you saying, man?
I went out there to put him out of his misery, to ease his pain. Do you have a problem with that?
Murder, Corman.
That's war, Lieutenant. Smell the stench. Feel the horse's breath on your neck.
You need help, man.
Call for me tonight, Lieutenant. When you're up on that hill. I've been up there 3 times already. The circles of hell have nothing on Sugarloaf Hill.
Get this madman out of my sight!
Joder, qué loco. Es Courtney, ¿no? Si no me equivoco, es Courtney. El golpe. Estadio de boxeo.
You like the fight game, Phelps?
I did a little boxing in the Marines. I found it a pretty humbling experience.
Fix you a sandwich, buddy? Corned beef and egg salad, 12 cents. Bologna and ham and cheese, 10.
It's strictly a mug's game. You'll like this fight, though. A plucky limey's about to take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro.
You sound pretty sure about the result.
I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid. Let's get a ringside seat. That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing room. Let's find out what's going on.
God damn you, Albert! You get out here right now!
Step back! LAPD! What's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you were out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people.
Stand aside.
He squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
Don't think this is anything.
Me hay caso que nos hemos metido. De boxeo tenía que ser. Aquí tenemos al Sir Fontaine otra vez. El psiquiatra Fontaine se desvive por los enfermos. Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta.
You look troubled.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands, and you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
Interesante. Algo esconde porque eso es demasiado bueno. Y ya conocemos al tipo este y de bueno no tiene nada. Otro de los guantes que tampoco parece
Seems irrelevant.
Nada. Nada por aquí. Nada por allá. Vamos a... taquilla. ¿Qué hacemos aquí? Harry 1801.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I. Plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
Bastante. Otro mundo. Espérate, aquí está.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
Vamos a llamar central. Y así podemos averiguar el número de teléfono.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
En el mar. Vale, muy bien.
You know the place?
Flophouse. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
Joder. 25 céntimos de noche. Eso sí que es barato. Pero claro, obviamente para la época.
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
It's a front for his illegal activities.
It is that, but he does carry some very sharp suits.
If it's okay with you, I'll stick with Brooks Brothers.
Vamos a el mar. Vamos a encontrar a nuestro boxeador aquí dentro. Vamos allá.
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
See him? I saw his picture in the paper. He worked
Oh,
out
sad.
a lady cut up like the dog.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
If you can fake sincerity.
Pero
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Es que no puedo. Ahí está. No.
Winston Churchill.
Por fin no dejaba.
A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Intentaba darle a Winston Churchill, pero no me dejaba. Vamos allá. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí?
Door's unlocked.
Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
No sé, pero la caja la tiene él. Es que a lo mejor le rechazaron. ¿Se lo regalaron a él? O algo menos probable. Sección izquierda, fila J, asiento, tal.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts.
¿Alguien va al cine? ¿Quién en la basura? Western Union. Telegrama de Western Union. Elvira Hammond. Volveré pronto, me ha ido bien, Albert.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
Pobre tío. Aunque bueno, se puede decir que les ha metido el mismo en esto.
Circumstantial.
Sí, nada, eso no tiene nada que ver. ¿Qué hay aquí?
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
¿Qué vemos aquí?
Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon.
Ooh.
Looks like Albert's been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Espera, ¿por qué me suena aquí?
Another window exit. Must have just missed him.
Ah, vale. Vaya.
This town's dangerous.
¿Hay gente en el hotel? Vale, vamos a ver si podemos encontrar a esta chica. Dirección de Candy Edwards, vamos allá. A lo mejor se quiere escapar con ella. ¿Quién sabe? Vamos a averiguarlo.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for...
Are you crazy?
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
Vale, motel LB. Ya me acuerdo de esto. Me acuerdo de lo que viene después de esto. Ya veréis. Y os explicaré por qué en su momento, pero por ahora...
We need to know which room is Candy's.
One of these days.
You.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
Vamos ya. A ver con quién nos topamos.
Give it up,
Sounds
bitch.
like we're missing all
He's
the
gone
fun.
and fucked
Get
both
in
of
there,
us and you.
Chaval. No usa
Like
entrada
hitting
aquí.
women, do you? This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
Toma, chaval, has recibido de hostias. Joder, no he parado, Vamos a ver, inspecciona al tipo este.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute and take a look around.
Vamos a ver qué tiene por aquí. Una navaja.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Pues... mal rollo está. George, Ray, Wallace...
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers?
Vale. Vamos a ir por aquí. Nada más. Vale, al parecer este tipo ya no tiene nada más para nosotros. No tiene nada más. Vamos a ver qué más hay por aquí. Esto de aquí. Los Ángeles, California a Akron, Ohio. Transporte interestatal, nombre pasajero, Candy Edwards.
Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio.
Es que Ohio no es lo de lo mejor. Pero bueno. El Cunard Ascania.
Ascania sails from New York. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
Vale, venga, paradero de jamón.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Polimalo.
Save it for the suckers, Candy. Albert won big. He may not have told you, but you don't strike me as the type who leaves town when there's money to be had.
Call me anything you like, Flatfoot. I'm done with this burg and all the cheap chiselers who live here.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Ha puesto telegrama de Western Union para Elvira Hammond, con de revista, con nombre de Candy Edwards. Esto es lo que deberíamos haber dicho antes de cómo acusar, pero bueno. Pago de los corredores, billete de autobús. Una Ascania, vale, nada más. Polimalo.
Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and I have to take beatings for him as well?
Joder. Ah, planes
You're
para
leaving
exploración.
town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
You're lying to me. Albert finally won a big fight. I say good luck to him. But you know where he is. Let me help him, Candy.
Do all you cops run off at the mouth? Prove I know where he is.
Postal del transatlántico Cunard Ascania. ¿No voy a saltar con esto?
I don't know
No,
where he
te-
is,
te-
and if I
me quedo
did, I
todo.
wouldn't tell you.
Well, get out of your way, Candy. We know you're a busy lady.
Like I said, I've done nothing wrong.
The LAPD expects a little more cooperation. You'd better watch your back, sister. Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog. That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone. My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this. Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
Y aquí viene la parte que recuerdo más de este juego. El tener que seguir a Candy. Es horrible porque me pilla todo el rato. Porque está o demasiado
Tailed
lejos
is
o demasiado
broad.
cerca.
Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Medio incógnito para pasar desapercibido a la vista de todos. Y una maleta y todo. Que claramente va a algún lugar. Y como parpadeas si te alejas más de la cuenta. Hoy irá desapareciendo cuando... Vale, ahora sí. Oculte para que no te vean. Pero ¿cómo? ¿Por qué se da la vuelta de repente? No he corrido de nada. Ya empezamos. Lo peor es que te vuelve a poner al principio de todo. Es lo peor de todo.
Tailed is broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Vamos a ver. Vale. Joder, pero ¿por qué de repente se da la vuelta ahí? No da ni tiempo para avanzar. Vale, claramente correr creo que es el problema. A lo mejor cuando empieza a correr se da la vuelta. De
Tailed
provoca.
is broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Pero sin duda esta es una de las cosas que más odié de este juego. O sea, a ver, más odié. No odio casi nada de este juego, casi nada. Porque me encanta, pero esta parte de tener que seguir a la tipa, a la mujer. Oh, Dios mío, cómo lo odio. Dios mío, cómo lo odio. La cosa es que ella andaba muy rápido y yo muy lento. No sé si es que da la sensación de que se aleja mucho o no. ¿Va para otra vez o...? Se ha dado la vuelta 2 veces, ¿en serio? ¿Quieres saltar esta secuencia y seguir con tu conversación? Tu avance del caso no se habrá afectado. No, venga, vamos a intentarlo. Otra vez. Pero por suerte, como veis, te da la opción de saltártelo porque es un coñazo.
Tail is
Creo que hasta ahí
broad.
se da
Don't let her
cuenta.
get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Puedes esconder aquí, ¿no? ¿Verdad? No. Y así en el poste te puedes esconder tras el poste. Si voy a esta velocidad, ¿se gira en algún momento? Sigue andando. ¿Pero qué? ¿Cómo? Sí, quiero saltármelo. Siento, pero no quiero hacerlo. Es algo que odio de este juego. Esa única escena. Venga, sigamos por aquí. Puse aquí para ir de incógnito. Vale, bien. ¿Dónde está esta mujer? ¿Aquí? Sigue ahí. Vale. Aquí tenemos una licorería.
Bookmakers?
Yes. Surprise, surprise.
Y vuelve a salir. Vale, vamos a investigar en la licorería. En el próximo episodio, gente, porque vamos a ir dejando ahí. Espero que os haya molado este episodio. Yo os he haberme saltado ese pequeño trozo. Al final habéis tenido un poco ahí de persecución igualmente. Pero odio esa parte, os lo juro. Me ponía de los nervios cuando lo juego por primera vez. Pero nada, muchas gracias gente por este episodio. Y ya saben, darle like, favoritos y suscribiros al canal si no estáis suscritos para más episodios del Play. Nos vemos mañana en el próximo episodio de Noire. Muchas gracias gente y nos vemos en la próxima. Adiós.